Hello everyone, welcome to Simple Crochet channel. I'm so glad to be with you, and I'm so glad to be back again with another crochet along project that we can share together. The idea of this project is going to be different because we all have so many leftovers and a small amount of yarn that we don't know what to do with. So I thought of doing some quick and easy to make things that I can use it. It's very beautiful for gifts and very easy and quick to make. So we're going to introduce new project or new item each video, and at the end of the video I'm going to introduce a challenge for you. So let's get ready and let's have some fun. Now, as you can see, we're going to make this beautiful coaster. You can use it as a coaster for your cups, or you can make it bigger and use it as a pot holder, or even a tablecloth, or you can just use it for decoration and hang it on the wall or anything else. So the idea of this project is teaching you how to do circles and work in rounds. Of course, you're going to learn how to do these circles and include another stitch within the circles and end up with all these beautiful edges. Of course, you can use any kind of yarn. I used acrylic and I used cotton and I used wool to make all this stuff. So you can use it, and you can do different colors and have a set of coasters and give it as Christmas gift or a gift as you wish. So I used 3mm hook to make this small version of coasters, and in this one I used 4mm hook, which is going to be our sample in this video. And also I'm going to show you how to include these two different colors within the one. In these videos, I'm going to work step by step with you. I'm going to read the step and then do it with you. So you will have the pattern and the tutorial for it. So to make rounds, the first thing you need to know about making rounds is that you're going to work from the center and go upward. So we're going to do this circle, and the number 5 usually indicates the number of chains that you're going to work with. So I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, to close your ring, you need to slip stitch in the first chain here that you started with, but be careful that you're not going to insert your hook on only one loop. No, you are going to take 2 loops like this here. These are the 2 loops, and just slip stitch in them. That you are going to yarn over and slip through these and slip through the last loop on the hook. So you will have small ring here. Of course, you can do the magic ring to do this, but if you're not familiar with the magic ring, stick with this one. It's more easier than doing the magic ring. Now you're going to include this tail around your work while doing in the circle. So what you're going to do is this. The pattern says after doing these 5, these 3 dots or these 3 circles shows you that you are going to chain 3 for the beginning of round 1. This is not round 1, this is round 1. So you're going to chain 3 and then work 11 double crochet inside the ring. So I am going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then I am going to mark the 3rd chain that I did, because this is the one that we're going to join our work with, like this. Now I am going to work double crochet inside the ring, so I'm going to yarn over find the hole of the ring here. See, then insert your hook in the ring, including this yarn, and just yarn over and pull through. So you have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the other 2. Now we're going to make another 10 double crochet like this inside the hole, inside the ring, and just around this tail, and keep doing this double crochet until you reach 11 double crochet, because the 3 chains that you started with count as 1 double crochet, so you will end up with 12 double crochet. Now I have done my 12 double crochet, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, and the 3 chains that I started with counts as 12. So I am going to slip stitch in this 3rd chain that I have marked and insert it in both loops, 2 loops, and just slip it and slip it from here. And then you can remove your stitch marker, and then this is very important. These 2 fingers, use these 2 fingers and hold your center carefully, and just pull this tail like this. You pull it and you close it like this. This is why we used 2 loops, because it helped me to close the circle carefully. And this is the first round. Now to start the second round, you are going to start from the end that you have done, from the slipping stitch that you joined these 2 together. So you are going to chain 3 and then work another double crochet in the same stitch here. So this is how you increase to do a flat circle. You always start with the number of stitches that you want your work to be, 10, 12, 14, and it's usually in an even number. It's not worked in an odd number. This is another important point. When you start round 2, you start increasing the stitches. So you work 2 stitches in each stitch that you have done from the previous row. So you can see that this is 2 stitches, and we are going to work 2 double crochet in the second, in the next, 2 double crochet in the next, 2 double crochet in the next. So if you start with 10, you will end round 2 with 20. We started with 12, so we will end round 2 with 24. So here is what I'm going to do. I am going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this counts as my first double crochet in this stitch, and always mark number 3. Now I am going to work another double crochet in the same stitch that we have did the 3 chains in. So this is how we're going to do it. Then I'm going to work 2 double crochet in each stitch. So this is the next stitch. I'm going to do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Moving to the next and do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and so on and so forth until you reach the end, and you should count your stitches and have 24 stitch. Now I am almost at the end and I do have 1 stitch left, so I'm going to do 2 double crochet, and then I reach this stitch here, which I have these 3 single and 1 double crochet. So I'm going to slip stitch in the 3rd one here, and you are going to remove this marker and see the 3 stitches gives us a flat circle like this. So round 3 says that you're going to start 3 chains. But in this round, you're going to increase like this. You're going to do 2 stitches in one stitch and 1 stitch in the next. 2 stitches in one stitch and 1 stitch in the next. 2, 1, 2, 1. And this is how you increase in round 3. Now, you can easily include another stitch in this round. So what we're going to do is this. Chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then mark the 3rd chain. Then I'm going to do another double crochet in the same stitch. So I do have 2. And then I'm going to work like this. If you are using only one color, only one kind of yarn, you are going to yarn over. Insert your hook in the next stitch here and just pull through and pull the yarn to the height of this stitch. Then with this finger hold your yarn like here, like this, and yarn over. Insert it in the same place, in the same stitch, and yarn over and pull through and pull the yarn to the height of the stitches. Another time and another time. Of course, you can do this puff with 4 times, 5 times, 3 times, as puffy and fluffy you would like your puff to be. And I'm going to do 5 strand puff stitch. Now what I'm going to do is this. Yarn over and pull through all the loops except the last loop here. So you end up with 2 loops. You're going to yarn over and end your puff like this. Now then moving to the next stitch here, you are going to work 2 double crochet in this stitch. 1 and 2. Then in the next stitch you're going to repeat the puff stitch. Yarn over and pull. It's very important to pull your yarn like this and use this finger to hold the yarn so the yarn won't get like this. So it's very tight and straight. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I am going to yarn over and pull through all loops except these 2 loops and finish my puff. And in the next you're going to do 2 double crochet. And this is what you get. I told you that I'm going to show you how to do it in 2 different colors. So I am going to undo all this. And this is the chain 3 that we started with. And I'm going to do 1 double crochet in the same stitch here. You're going to take this end of the yarn and hold it at the back like this. With this end of the yarn that you use, you include it over the stitch like this and work over it with the second yarn like this. You are going to yarn over. Of course, this end is going to be loose. Don't worry, because we will tie it after that. It's always hard to work the first stitch with another color, especially in rounds. So what you're going to do is this, keep holding the yarn with this finger like this from the back, and then yarn over and hold this like this and insert. See my finger moves like this, and insert your hook here. See, the yarn is over the stitch and pull through, and then you are going to pull the yarn to the height of the double crochet. Again, you are going to yarn over, hold it and insert it. With doing more than one, your last loop here, the end loop, is going to be tight little bit. It's not very tight, but it's going to be tight little bit. So keep holding all the yarn here. See? And the last one. So I have done 5. This is the end of the yarn, the tail that we started with. Just hold it in the back with any finger. Then pull through all loops, and you have this loop. And don't worry if it's very big, you're going to pull it from the other side, and then finish your puff like this. Now you have this tail, just pull it like this, so your stitch is going to be like this. Pull it little bit. To continue doing this, you're going to move this end here to the back and use the other yarn like this, and just do 2 double crochet in this stitch, in this stitch. See? So this is included under the stitch. Now move it and use this one and do puff stitch. Now yarn over and pull through all except the last one, and just pull through these two. Pull the yarn a little bit so you can see. Now you are going to leave this and use this. Do 2 double crochet. Then you're going to leave this and use the next one. 1, and don't worry if this is loose stitch, because with this end you just see how it will get tight. After pulling this end it will get tighter. Then use the other one and do 2 double crochet in the next one, and so on and so forth until you reach the end of the row. And this is how it should look like. See, you can just keep doing this round until I meet you over here. Now I am almost at the end of my row and I am only left with 1 stitch here. And make sure the last stitch in the round ends with puff stitch. Why? Because I started my round with 2 double crochet in the same stitch, so I have to end here with the puff stitch. So I am going to do 1 more last puff stitch, and see this end should be included in the stitch. 1, 2, 2. Now I am going to slip stitch in the 3rd chain that I have done, but using the main color yarn, and make sure that you insert your hook in both 2 loops here, 2 loops, and use this one and do a slip stitch, and you end up with this shape. Now we're going to start round 4. So you have the variety here to do this round in double crochet or half double crochet. If you did this round in double crochet, you will end up with this shape. If you did your round with half double crochet, you will end up with this shape here, which is a smaller version. So what I'm going to do is doing half double crochet with you. So you're going this time to chain only one stitch here, like this, and of course mark this stitch. Then I'm going to work it like this, 2 stitches in the same stitch, 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2, then 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. This is 1, and in the next stitch here, then 2 half double crochet in the next one. And using different color yarn to do the buff helps you to see where you're going to put your 2 stitches in the same stitch. 1, 2, then 1 half double crochet in the next, another 1 half double crochet in the next, 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 until you reach the end of your round. I'm almost at the end, and just to make sure that you end your round with 2 half double crochet in the last 2 stitches, because you started with 2 stitches in 1 stitch. So you're going to do 1 last, and then now we're going to join. Now in this round, if you did half double crochet instead of double crochet, you're going to join in the first stitch that you did, not chain 1 that you marked, not this one with the marker, this one in here, this one, see, and this is the one with the stitch marker, and just slip stitch in here, and don't worry about the gap between these, it will adjust itself. Move it and just pull this from the back. Now this is what you get. This is round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 4. Of course, if you use double crochet and continue all your work with double crochet, you're going to chain 3 and work the same repetition, 2 stitches in 1 stitch, 2 stitches in the next 2 stitches, 2 1 2 1 2 1, and then you're going to slip stitch in the 3rd chain that you have done. Now to work the next round, round 5, you're going to, the pattern says you're going to chain 1, then work 1 single crochet in the same stitch and mark this stitch, of course, then work 2 chains, skip 1 stitch from the previous row or the previous round, then 1 single crochet, 2 chains, skip 1 and 1 single crochet, 2 chains, skip 1 single crochet, like this. Now I am going to work 1 chain, mark this chain, then work 1 single crochet in the same stitch, then chain 2, skip this stitch here and work 1 single crochet in the next, chain 2, skip 1 stitch and work next and work single crochet in the next, chain 2, skip 1 and work single crochet in the next, and so on until you reach the end of the round here, and I will meet you there. Now I'm almost at the end, and I have done 1 single crochet, chain 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch in the first single crochet that I have done, not the one with the marker, no, not this one, this one here, this one, and then slip stitch. Now we do have the option to work the edges with the same color, or you can just use the other color. To use the other color, you're going to slip stitch your round or join your round with the other color yarn. So you're going to use this one from the back and just slip stitch using it like this, and just pull this one from the back like this. So to work this round, you're going to do 6 or 5 single crochet in each 2 chain space, then slip stitch in the next 2 chain space, then 6 single crochet in the 2 space chain. I am going to insert my hook in the chain space, in the 2 chains space here, and do 1 single crochet, another one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and 1 last one. 6 single crochet in the 2 chains space here, then reaching to the next 2 chain space here and do 1 slip stitch, then reaching to the next 2 chain space here and do 6 single crochet. Then slip stitch in the next space, and so on until you reach the end of the round, and I'm going to show you how to join all these in a magic way. Now I have reached the end and I'm left with only 1 space, so I'm going to slip stitch in it, and I should join in this part. So this is the first single crochet, so I will pull this yarn and lose the hook, then go from the back of this stitch here, from the back, and insert my hook and move your end like this and pull it from the back. Then just do a chain and cut your yarn. This is how it should look like at the end. See all these edges and all these things. I hope this is clear. It gives you a very good look and very neat ends like this. You just can't see where you joined all this stuff together. Now I hope this is a clear instruction and clear tutorial, and now it's time to give you the challenge. My challenge is that I am going to give you another chart for an easier version of this coaster, and you are going to make this chart after watching the video, so you will test yourself if you're able now to read charts or not. Just comment with an OK under the video, so I will send you the different diagram. I hope you like the video and find it clear and informative, and if you could please share the video in different groups and with different friends, so it can reach as many people as we could, so everyone can have some fun with us. Thank you, and see you in another video with another project and another pattern with another challenge.